Hey guys, it's Johnny from JTK Gaming, and how are you going? Today we're going to go over my base Sorc build for Graymore. Um, it's going to be about 3 different specs for this build, and video would have been really long, so we're just going to go over the base spec of this build today, and then I'll release DPS specs, tank specs, and the specs that give you also one thing more than the other. This is the balanced kind of base build. And I've been streaming it for the last week and a half. Any variants, and many variants of this. The ones that have seen my streams will know that this is versatile Sorc build. Show you why it's such a strong base. Play and make their own. We're running 2-piece Engine Guardian. We're running 5-1-1, so it's heavy, medium, and rest all light. And we're running 6 in pen at the moment, 1 infused. This is kind of up to you. If you want to run a bit less in pen, if you want some well fitted, that's I will be probably changing 2 down to Act 2 well fitted, Act 2 about 2 well fitted. I think 3.2k in pen's a bit higher, but and then we're running 5 crafty. We do have a couple of try enchant behind that. So all try, the rest are just max start magic. So yeah, 2 engine guardian, 5 crafty, and then we're running eternal vigor draw. So we're running 2 arcane. Our necklace, our rings are arcane. 1 is in, and they are all spell damage. Don't need recovery, especially on this spec. Almost some of the others you might want one. Talk about that in specific specs. And then we're running Inferno with Sharpened, and I normally run a poison on here, the Escapist poisons, because we're not currently running a stun on. And then we're running a Resto Backbar infused with a spell damage. It's what allows us to get our spell damage up to 3.8, and it has 100% uptime. Our max stats are 42.5k magic. This would be about 44 if you went all max magic on your body on Triglyph. And then if we pop our potion, we are sitting at 1900, close to 2k magic recovery, with 27k max health, 1.6k health recovery. Keep in mind this goes up to about 3.2k when buffed or drop below 50%. So we have a lot of health recovery on the build, especially when we drop below 50%. 50%. 17k stam, and then 1600 stamina recovery. We got more stamina recovery than what a lot of stam build. So there's a lot to play there. And then we're sitting at 2.3k base, but then a crit surge gets us up to nearly 2.7, and then we're getting the rest from our backbar enchant. So that's how we're getting 3.3k spell damage. Crit slow, and then our resistances when we're buffed up are 19k and 17.6 with 3.225 crit resistance. So overall our resistances aren't too bad, and we've got a lot of crit. Our skills, there's a few things to be noted with our skills. We'll talk about our front bar. Now, I've been asked a bit about Streak versus Bolt of Lightning. Think of Bolt of Lightning more of the defense skills, so if you find yourself getting zerged a lot, getting chased down by zergs, then Bolt of Lightning is an option. If you're looking for more balanced fights where it's more even, or you might be slightly outnumbered, Streak is your better option. Even in big Zerg fights, Streak can be a good option too. It just depends what you're looking for. From our other magic builds, our Dampen Magic has been moved to our front bar. This is primarily because we want to keep our Daedric Summoning passive that gives us 20% health recovery and stamina recovery on both bars. So you can obtain this different ways, but this is how I'm doing it. Harden used to be on my front, now it's on my back. Then we're running V-Curse, Crushing Shock, which you could swap for Elemental Weapon if you prefer to run Element. And then Crystal Frags and Overload. Our back bar is Boundless, so this gives us our armor buff. And then we're running Hardened Ward as our other shield. Rapid Regen is now on our bar versus last patch where it wasn't, because, I don't know, the healing nerf. It's a combination of healing nerf and damage just been higher. I feel like this is kind of needed this patch. Crit Surge, and then Dark Convert. So we've got really high stam recovery, so we can convert a lot of that stam into Magicka with running Resto. Keep in mind, tripods are really good on this build because we're getting that 20% of magic and stam recovery from this. So overall, it's giving us a lot of reason. Our sustain's really good without this, so you know it does open up movable pots or whatever potion you use. So you know, if you want to try out different things, it will work well with. We are not a vampire, and we are running the Mage Munderstone. And just a quick look at CP. This is more just so for those that don't have any idea what they're doing. I haven't optimized CP for this build yet because I'm trying so many. There's a couple things I will point on though. Staff Expert, you only really want points in here if you are running Overload. So if you're running Meteor or something like that, you don't really want points into Staff Expert. And the other thing I will kind of point out too is Fixed Skin. A lot of people weren't running any or very little into Fixed Skin last patch because dots and that kind of stuff weren't very, they weren't used much. They weren't hitting. This is not so much this patch. A lot of dots are quite dangerous, especially ring, and also poison damage and damage. So that's something. As I said, this hasn't been optimized for this specific so many spec. But if you have any other questions, guys, probably the best thing to do is try and catch me live. I stream daily on Twitch. If not, just leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll try and answer it. But I'll leave a link to my Twitch in the description. I'll be live for probably 5 hours or so after this live. So if you're catching it, you know, as it's going live, and you have any questions, jump over to my Twitch. If not, I stream daily about 6 EST in the morning, about midnight, midday. I'm in Australia, obviously. I'm 12 hours opposite of EST. So yeah, and that's about it, guys. Very, very strong Sorc. I think that Eternal and Crafty are meta Sorc. Just has a lot of strengths over Amber. But that's not saying Amber's a bad set. It is actually quite good on Sorc. But the sustain and overall tankiness you get from Eternal, I think, outweighs the little bit of extra damage. And you can make those things up elsewhere. Talk about that on Spec. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll catch you next time.